Hi guys, this is Racer on Way with another What If. This What If be part 3 for Asta. The reason why I'm not saying the title of the series is because this is the only What If that Asta has right now. Where we last left off, Asta used a chaos spear to throw the man into a wall that tried to steal from them. Asks him, what did you do? Asta tells him, all I did was just throw the man into the wall. Asks him, what is your magic? Asta gives him a confused look, asking him, what do you mean? Tells him there are multiple types of magic. Mine is wind, Sister Lily's is water, but we don't know what yours are, Asta. Asta will look at and tells him it's complicated. Asta tells him we should probably tell the father what happened here. Says, yeah, I agree. A month had passed. Shadow tells Sonic it's kind of difficult to teach this kid. I barely taught him how to use Chaos Spear. Now, if you guys are wondering what I mean, sometimes when Asta goes to sleep and wakes up, he don't actually remember some of the stuff they've been teaching him. To go into detail, think about having a dream 7 days a week. Then every time you wake up, 3 out of the 7 of those dreams, you're actually able to recall some of it. I forgot to mention how long it took him to learn that from a dream. It took him 2 to 3 weeks. Silver chimes in with the lack of knowledge and the way he speaks, it's going to be hard to teach him. Blaze looks at Silver. Silver realized what he said. He wants to say, no, I'm not calling the kid stupid. It's just hard to teach him. Blaze jumps into the conversation saying, well, you're not wrong. If only we could go up to him and actually to meet each other face to face. Silver adds on to it, if only there was a way we can actually go find him. Sonic scratches his ear, basically saying, find him. Sonic gets an idea. He walks up to Shadow, basically asking him, so you taught him how to use Chaos Spear? Shadow tells him, yeah, why do you ask? Sonic grabs a small bag of rings and tells him, this is how we're going to find him. When Asta falls asleep, Sonic gives him 4 small rings. Tell him to take the rings off of his arms and charge enough chaos energy into the small ones. Asta remarks, wait, that's it? Sonic tells him, yes, for now. So Asta asks, wait, what will it do? Blaze walks up to him and tells him, it will help us train you better. Asta asks, wait, how does that work? Sonic will tell him, you'll just have to wait and see. So just put some chaos energy into him. Now, if you guys are wondering, the emeralds were teleported on accident into Asta's world by a warp ring. When Asta talked to the Sonic character, he's not having a dream. It's more like an out-of-body experience. But the reason why he mostly has a hard time learning their powers is because his mind plays it like it is a dream. After Asta wakes up, he decides to run outside and take the rings off his arms. He sees the 8 small rings in his hand and begins to charge chaos energy into one of them. Now, before Asta can begin putting any energy into the ring, Sister Lily calls him over. After Asta runs right up to her, she asks him, can you help me with something? After Asta helps Sister Lily with the laundry, he grabs the rings and begins to charge chaos energy into him again. Asta begins to slowly pour a little bit of chaos energy into the ring, wondering what's going to happen. Asta stops charging chaos energy into the ring and waits 5 minutes. After Asta waits 5 minutes, he's wondering what is it supposed to do. Asta decides to try it again, but the father calls him over to ask him for help. After Asta's done helping the father, multiple people around High Village ask for Asta's help. After Asta's done helping everyone, it's already nighttime and he's feeling exhausted. Before Asta goes to sleep, he checks his pocket, seeing that the rings are still there, but he's missing one, but he doesn't notice that one. When Asta falls asleep, he sees the Sonic character. Shadow walks up to him and tells him, did you do it? Asta tells him, yeah, but it did nothing. Shadow tells him, good, we're going to do the exact same thing and to link the rings up together. Shadow asks Asta, do you have all 8 rings with you? Asta pulls out all the rings in his pocket, telling him, yes, I do. Shadow pulls his hand out and grabs them, seeing that there's only 7 of them. Shadow asks Asta, where's the last one? Asta asks him, wait, what do you mean last one? Shadow tells him, we gave you 8, you handed me back 7. Shadow with an angry tone asks Asta, where is the last one? Asta begins to think, then he tells Shadow, I must have dropped it at the Demon Skull. Blaze hears this and mumbles to herself, Demon Skull? Shadow grabs Asta's arm, telling him, I don't care where you dropped it, you better wake up and find it now. Asta wakes up, opens his window, jumps out of it, and runs straight to the Demon Skull. When Asta reaches the Demon Skull, he basically tries to find out where did he put it, until he sees a faint glow in the darkness. Asta runs right to the faint glow that's on the ground. He sees that it's the ring that he charged up earlier. When Asta grabs the ring, he hears voices around him, but he never heard these voices before. When Asta hears the voices, he grabs the ring and runs. One of the random men tells him to grab the kid. When Asta's on the run, he decides to charge the ring with more chaos energy than he did earlier. Once it happens, the ring gets to glow more and more until something grabs Asta's leg, making him drop the ring. When something grabs Asta's leg, he drops the ring, making it roll away from him. Asta sees there is a plant wrapped around his legs, pulling him closer to them. Asta tries to use the chaos spear, but the plant mage gets knocked out by somebody else. After the mage gets knocked out, he's wondering what happened, but they all get knocked out in the process. Asta wondering what's going on, but he sees the faint glow of the ring go out. Asta's wondering who's there, but he hears a familiar voice telling him, "What took you so long?" Another person walks up to them, making a campfire showing who they really are. Asta, with a shocked expression, saying, "Wait, you guys are real?" Shadow walks up to him, punches him, telling him, "Of course we're real. What took you so long?" Sonic pulls out his hand to help up Asta. He asks him, "Are you okay?" Asta tells him yes. Blaze walks up to him, asking him, "So what was this about a demon skull?" Asta points right behind them, telling them that demon skull. Asta asks them, "Wait, so why are you here?" Silver walks towards him, telling him to help you train better. Shadow tells him, "Alright, let's begin." Sonic tells him, "Wait, maybe in the morning." Shadow teleports him back into his room. When the morning comes, Asta pulls Yuno up to the side. Asta tells Yuno, "I figured it out." Yuno asks him, "Figure what out?" "Where my power comes from is not magic, but the people who gave me their powers, they're real." Yuno stops Asta saying, "Wait, it's not magic?" Yuno asks Asta, "What do you mean they're real?" Asta tells him, "I thought it was just a part of my dream, but they're real." Yuno tells him, "I don't believe you." Asta tells him, "If you don't believe me, follow me." Once they walk to the demon skull, Asta calls them out. Silver walks over to him, asking, "Is this your friend?" Asta tells him yes, his name is Yuno. Asta asks him where are the others. Silver tells her Blaze is trying to find something to cook. Shadow's still asleep and Sonic out for a jog. Yuno responds with, "So this is the thing you've been talking to through your dreams?" Silver tells him it's not a dream. The reason why we were able to talk to him because we tried to connect to the Chaos Emeralds, but in the process we had connected to Asta. Yuno asks Silver, "Wait, what's a Chaos Emerald?" Sonic runs up to them saying it's a long story. After explaining a little bit about the Chaos Emeralds, they begin to train Asta. Before we have a time skip, Asta will be different physically and mentally. For mentally, he'll be a little bit more easier to anger, and also he'll be a lot smarter since Blaze will be teaching him. He won't have that crush on Sister Lily, and he won't be as a loudmouth as he was in the original. When it comes to physically, he'll be close to Yuno's height. His hair will be all the way to his back with some quills on the back of him as well. His shoes will be a fusion of Shadow's, Silver's, and Sonic's. They also showed Asta how to properly use their powers, even showing all the transformation from Super to Hyper to Dark Spine. When Yuno gets his Grimoire, Asta shrugs it off and walks away. People begin to laugh at Asta, so Shadow throws a Chaos Spear to the wall, showing a book. Everything else happens the same.
I'm eager to see if they're powerful enough to defeat you!
All right then, let's test them out!